injuries when people are burned, the horrific external scars that disfigure, and the internal ones that can take away dreams and cause a person to withdraw from society. But when you see this new medical breakthrough, you're going to find it hard to believe that a burn patient can look completely whole again. Medical reporter Meg Ferris has tonight's special report.
A 12-year-old girl is burned severely over 2/3 of her body. Her face not spared.
It's a disease that takes you prisoner. If it doesn't take you prisoner by scar, it takes you prisoner by your emotions and your comfort of being able to be in public.
But what could have been a devastating life sentence, living inside of a disfigured outside, is cured. Watch as she heals over the weeks and months. A year later, her youthful, smooth skin, natural coloring, and complexion are normal, along with normal teen worries.
Yeah, 1 month she comes back and she's upset about acne. So there are a lot of things we could cure, but adolescence wasn't one of them.
What you are about to see is a game changer, medical technology for wound healing of burns, tested in part right here in New Orleans at the new burn center that opened this year in University Medical Center. That preteen was the first person in North America to have the new treatment done on the face.
I came to in the middle of my yard and I was on fire. For some reason I don't remember the explosion. And I looked down and there was pieces of skin, meat hanging everywhere. And this was pretty severe. It was pretty much to the bone.
It was a bright night in July and I was out riding with some friends and had an accident. An animal ran out in front of me. And so I went over on the animal and hit the loose ground and my bike flipped. That's when it started ripping and tearing and everything else, and stuff. So I was acquiring quite a few burns.
17-year-old Noah Young of Livingston and Sergeant Brian Shepard were among the first 250 research patients in the U.S. to have that same new treatment for burns. They're still healing from the surgeries just a few months ago, but Noah and Sergeant Brian were able to cut their time in the hospital in half, with far less pain and infection, swiftly regaining function and range of motion.
Most people who have burn scars, you can't even pick them up or move them like that. They're like hard and black and thick, and yours are very soft and supple.
Room 10, hot.
Veteran Air Force Munitions System Technician Sergeant Brian was never injured in his 23 years of service in 6 different countries overseas. His specialty, building bombs, but today he's back at Chalmette High School teaching ROTC after sliding 600 feet on Almonaster Boulevard, causing third-degree burns and road rash. Noah is now planning to go to welding school after he heals. He and his brother were sitting by a campfire at home, and after his brother went inside, a gasoline can way too close to the heat exploded, burning 51% of his body and melting his clothes onto his skin.
There's no way to describe when an event like that happens, and what it does to you, to see your kid hurt that way and be so helpless. I mean, there's truly nothing that you can do.
LSU Health burn surgeon and medical director of UMC's burn center, Dr. Jeffrey Carter, offered them a procedure called RECELL by Avita Medical. It recently got FDA approval, but just a few months ago, Dr. Carter asked these burn patients if they wanted to be part of the clinical trial to test it.
Once he explained the process to me and how painless it was going to be, I was sold.
I told Dr. Carter, you promised me that you'll treat him like that's your son, and that's what he did.
RECELL takes a small sample of your healthy skin, far less than a skin graft would require. And in less than 30 minutes in the OR, it's heated and processed with enzymes, separating the cells in this portable kit. Doctors then put that solution of skin cells in syringes and simply spray it over the burned area. The science was developed in Australia and is the first real advancement in burn care in 20 years. Look at the difference on each side of this child's face, one with skin grafts, the other with RECELL.
It allows us to take a very small piece of your skin, and instead of treating it like wallpaper, we're able to apply it like spray paint. And it's the first time that we've been able to really apply regenerative medicine from the patient, for the patient, at the time of surgery, which is what makes it remarkable.
RECELL can be used over traditional skin grafting on very deep wounds, as well as on top of a synthetic polyurethane foam that acts to rebuild the foundation of the skin in severe burns. Noah was the first to have that. What got you through?
My dad, he really helped a lot, and he was a big motivation.
And while there has been emotional and physical pain and hard-fought rehab, some of which still lies ahead, this game changer has become a life changer.
I was slated to be here for 60 days, but I was only here for 19 and I walked out. The RECELL and stuff, it's been a blessing. I mean, there was really no downtime for me hardly at all.
Do you have hope that you're going to be whole again?
Yes, ma'am. There's no doubt in my mind I'll be whole again.
I told Dr. Carter, I thank God every day for putting him in our path.
The many pictures of smooth, healed skin tell the story, but none as well as the healed hearts or the words of that grateful parent.
Thank God every day.
Meg Farris, Eyewitness News, Medical Watch.
And that is pretty amazing. Now, the surgical team at the UMC Burn Center has had such good results with this new technology that a team from the Avita Medical Company is in town now being trained. Well, still to come at 10, the man